Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are rediving deep into the life of a man whose name is synonymous with invention itself, Thomas Alva Edison. You probably know him for the light bulb. But that is just one tiny spark in a life that was a blazing bonfire of creativity and relentless hard work. So, how did a boy who was considered a difficult student become one of the most prolific inventors in history? Let's find out. Born in 1847 in Milan, Ohio, young Alva, as he was known, was an endlessly curious child. His formal schooling lasted only a few months. His teachers found him difficult and inattentive, but his mother, a former teacher herself, saw his potential. She pulled him out of school and taught him at home, nurturing his inquisitive mind and encouraging him to read and experiment. This was a pivotal moment. It allowed Edison's unique way of thinking to flourish, free from the rigid structures of a traditional classroom. He developed a love for learning on his own terms, a trait that would define his entire career. As a teenager, Edison's entrepreneurial spirit was already shining. He worked as a newsboy and candy seller on the trains. But he wasn't just selling, he was innovating. He even printed his own newspaper, the Grand Trunk Herald, right there in the baggage car, a near-deafness. Which started in his childhood and worsened over time, didn't hold him back. Edison later claimed it helped him concentrate by blocking out distractions. It was during his time working around the telegraph that he really found his calling. He became a skilled telegraph operator and started tinkering, making his first significant inventions to improve the telegraph system. His big move to Menlo Park, New Jersey, in 1876 changed everything. This wasn't just a workshop. It was the world's first industrial research laboratory, a true invention factory. Here, Edison assembled a team of brilliant minds, and together, they aimed to produce a new invention every 10 days. Think about that. Ambition was a revolutionary concept. Innovation is a systematic, commercial process. This is where the legend of the Wizard of Menlo Park was born, and the magic they created was real. In 1877, Edison stumbled upon one of his most original inventions, the phonograph. The story goes that he was working on a way to record telephone communications and rigged up a device with a diaphragm and a needle. When he spoke the nursery rhyme, "Mary had a little lamb" into it, he was stunned when the machine played his voice back to him. It was the first time a sound had ever been recorded and reproduced. The invention was so astounding that people called it magic, made him world famous overnight. But of course, the big one was the light bulb. It's a common misconception that Edison invented the light bulb out of thin air. In reality, many scientists had been working on the idea of electric light for decades. The problem was that their bulbs burned out too quickly to be practical. Edison's genius wasn't just in creating a bulb, but in creating a commercially viable, long-lasting one. He and his team methodically tested thousands of materials for the filament, the tiny part that glows. They tried everything from platinum to plant fibers. The legend of 10,000 failed attempts isn't just a story. It reflects his philosophy. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Finally, in 1879, they succeeded with a carbonized bamboo filament that could burn for over 1,200 hours. But Edison knew the bulb alone wasn't enough. People needed a way to get electricity into their homes. So, he designed an entire system of electrical power generation and distribution. He created sockets, switches, fuses, and power meters. In 1882, his Pearl Street station in Lower Manhattan lit up a section of the city, marking the true beginning of the electric age. He didn't just invent a product, invented an entire industry. Edison's work didn't stop there. Over his lifetime, he was granted an astonishing 1,093 U.S. patents. His inventions and improvements touched nearly every aspect of modern life. He made significant contributions to the telephone, developed the first motion picture Comortha, kinetoscope, and created a more efficient way to mine iron ore. He even invented the alkaline storage battery, which would later be used in electric cars. His West Orange, New Jersey lab, which was 10 times larger than Menlo Park, became the primary research and development center for his vast network of businesses. However, Edison's career wasn't without controversy. The War of the Currents in the late 1880s is a famous example. Edison championed direct current, or DC, as the standard for electrical distribution. But his former employee, Nikola Tesla, partnered with George Westinghouse to promote alternating current, or AC, which was more efficient for long-distance transmission. The competition was fierce and at times ugly. Edison's company engaged in a public campaign to portray AC as dangerous. But ultimately, AC's technical advantages won out, and it became the dominant standard we still use today. Despite this, Edison's legacy is undeniable. He was a master of turning ideas into practical, marketable products. He was part inventor, part showman, and part savvy businessman. He understood the power of the press and how to capture the public's imagination. More than any single invention, his greatest contribution might be the very idea of modern industrial research and development. He created a model for innovation that companies like Google and Apple still follow today. Thomas Edison worked tirelessly until his death in 1931 at the age of 84. His life is a testament to the power of persistence, curiosity, and a refusal to accept failure. He truly illuminated the world not just with his light bulb, but with his relentless spirit of invention. He showed us that genius is, as he famously said, 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. So next time you flip a switch, watch a movie, or listen to a recording, take a moment to remember the man who had a hand in making it all possible. What's your favorite Edison invention? Or is there another inventor you'd like us to cover? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the life of a legend, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the people who shaped our world. See you in the next video.